Hey, what's up YouTube? Mr. Dosa here coming at you guys again. For this video, I wanted to start a little project. But before I talk about the project, I want to tell you how this project came about. My brother works for a demolition company. And I think today their task was to demolish the remainings of some burnt down houses. So during all that cleaning up, demolition, and all that cleaning up they have to do, he found something. So he called me up today and said, "Hey, come on over. I was while I was at work, found something that might interest you." So I head on over there, and he hands me what looks to be this burnt BB gun. And it was interesting because it wasn't just any BB gun. And he said, he really didn't need it or wanted it, so he just gave it to me. But anyway, that's my project. I know it doesn't sound too interesting, but I want you to check it out with me. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this was actually the project I was talking about. Like I mentioned, it was definitely in a real bad house fire. And sorry for all the shaking. I'm trying to do this in a very small space in my garage. Let me show you the damage. It's got all the grips melted down. You can actually see some real color come back to life, and that's because I already started scrubbing it. And then that's when I thought, hey, I better get this on camera. But as you can see, I'm actually discovering on what gun this really is. Not sure that my camera can pick it all up, but yeah, definitely some damage. But it looks like most of it pretty much held up. So this is gonna be my little project. I do want to know if anybody knows what kind of gun this is, when they built him, what can I do to get it cleaned up. Definitely leave me a comment. Give me your advice on how I should go about. I'm pretty much going to just get it all lubed up with, or not lubed up with, WD-40, at least to get the rust off. Maybe I can see some of the markings it has on it. As you can see, don't know if my camera can pick it up, but the first letters I saw were Benjamin Franklin. It says made in the USA, and it's definitely a BB gun. I guess not a pellet. So and it also has some markings back here. Probably can't pick them up yet. So I'm gonna do a little more cleaning, and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, wanted to give you a little update on my little project again. So after, I want to say 2.5 hours of soaking in WD-40 and a lot of scrubbing, I want to show you where I'm at. We're actually making a little progress. You can actually see some shine now. So what I've discovered so far, the barrel and the upper part of it is, at first I thought it was some kind of copper material, but it's not copper. It might be brass, maybe, I'm not sure. The lower part, the handle and trigger are real hard metal, real hard steel. Not sure. And then we have a little handle here. So as you can see, after a lot of cleaning, I was able to get the this lever, the pumper lever, to move. So I actually started removing some little, some different items from it. As you can see, I removed the plastic melted handles. I did remove the rear metal sight, and I took off the little bolt. I want to say the bolt handle. But as you can see, a little more shine to it. Things are beginning to move. Got the trigger moving. Got the pump lever to move. And let me give you a little close up. See if my camera can kind of pick up the markings. But as you know, I mentioned it might be a little bit too much glare. Don't know if you can see it, but it says Benjamin Franklin. It does say made in USA, and I think that's like a serial number. On the other side, I think what we had seen before, it does say Caliber BBs. Not sure if it can pick it up either. But towards the back, I saw some other markings, which I couldn't read earlier. But it does say, let's see if we can get it, get a better picture here. Not too quite. It says it's got a 130 on the middle part, and then around the edge it's got, it says Benjamin Air Rifle Company from St. Louis, USA. So any of you guys that really know where this really came from, how old it is, because it definitely looks like it was built long time ago. I don't think I've seen any of these kind of toys around anymore. What was odd, this was in a completely burned down house, as you saw how it was before. All the grime and all the nasty stuff on it, and you saw the melted plastic, of course, but the lever on the pumper is wooden, and it was a little lighter, but with all the WD-40 it got a little darker. But this is wood, and nothing happened to the wood in the fire, so I don't know how it was laying or what happened with that. So another thing that's a little interesting is the more I pump the gun, the harder it gets, like it's actually holding air. Nothing happens when I pull the trigger because the actual bolt is rusted in there. So when I get that going, we'll definitely see what that does. But as you can see, the more I pump it, the harder it gets. So I'm sure it's holding some air. Now, I did that earlier, but it actually released it. I'm sure it's got a leak or something. So all the air will leak out. But this is where I'm at on it. Again, the more I look at it, the more interesting it gets to me. I'm kind of glad I have this in my hands. I don't know that I have a treasure or anything, but it's pretty interesting. So I do need your assistance. Again, my fellow YouTube viewers, if you know anything about this gun, if you know anywhere that I can go research about this, just let me know. Please leave a comment below. And then I'm sorry to keep this video so long. I'll probably have to do a part 2 video to show my progress and see where I'm at on it. But for now, thanks for watching. Again, this is Mr. X Dose.